Residents of Seine Bight have had a week to mull over the defense which the gas station's owners gave to us. The developers said that the muddy brown water, which was released into the sea last week, had absolutely no chemicals in it. Some villagers told us that they didn't buy that explanation because it didn't come with documentary proof.
I believe that the water is contaminated, but not with chemicals. It is contaminated with perhaps something from the ground, and it's not natural H2O, otherwise they would have drunk the water. But I was against the water going to the sea because of the soil erosion that it's causing. Even today we see Mother Nature, and due to global warming, we are seeing major soil erosion. So with that pipe going to the sea, it just adds.
As you could have seen on the video, how the water was digging up into our sand and causing erosion already. And how can you tell us that this water is safe water if you didn't even take a minute out of your day to even test this to prove to us that you actually really care about us?
Those misgivings bring us to this morning when we saw the early stages of the next phase of construction for the gas station. The fuel storage tanks, which will be placed underground, were ready to be installed inside their concrete vault.
We're looking at between 2 to 3 months maximum to have the service station completed.
Some villagers continue to maintain strong opposition to this gas station, which inches nearer to completion every week. In fact, just today, the contractor had to call the police in to maintain the peace. Reports were that some residents were actively preventing the employees from doing their jobs, allegedly by throwing projectiles at the workers.
The police made a decision to come with firearms and began to engage as if though we were hostile. I heard some bangs against the wall, but I didn't see any stone throwing. But I did heard loud bangs as if somebody was banging on the cement zinc. That was when the police came out with their firearms and started. But if somebody is banging a wall, that's no here and there for police to come out with firearms because they're not hostile in the sense that they're causing any threat to anybody. So that was uncalled for by the police to come out with firearms and be putting firearms on these youngsters who are just trying to fight for their own rights. We're peaceful. We're not an arrogant people. Had we been arrogant, that project wouldn't be where it is today because we see them working every day.
The police officers came in. I mean, they're supposed to be peace officers, but guns were cocked out here this morning. That's how people are frustrated and annoyed because of this development.
Even though this gas station is basically a done deal, the developers will have to accept that they simply cannot win back the favor of some of the residents. Its location is likely to be a sore point of contention long after the community begrudgingly accepts it.
I still do object to the development. Even though if it is this far, I still am objecting to the development. As a past community leader, as a resident, my house is less than 25 feet away from this development. And it's a gas station, for crying out loud. If you notice all the gas stations on this peninsula, M&M gas station, we have a Thunderbird gas station, we have Roberts Grove gas station, all are close to the lagoon side. It's not in development, it's not in developed area. And I cannot see why Mr. Martin Alegria or members of the Department of Environment from the get-go give these people permits to or clearance for that matter to erect a gas station in the heart of this community.
We don't need another gas station in this area. One, it's in the middle of residential area. Two, it's directly in front of the Dabuyeba, which is where we do our ceremonial practices for our ancestors as Garinago people. This is disruption to our culture. This is disrespect to our people. This is Garinago land. This is Garifuna land that our ancestors left for us. And today, when they are putting in that tank, for me, it is like emitting poison into our ground, while we have to stand almost helplessly and watch this happen.
Many of us that lives in this area are people that is suffering from cancer, asthma, and more to mention. Almost everybody in the surrounding has a medical issue. Myself is an asthmatic patient. So I think that the gas station, we accept the development, but the gas station should have been in the lagoon area as the rest of the gas station that is on the peninsula.
The investors of this project are individuals who are only here for their own self-interest and benefit. So I will continue to oppose this project. I will always oppose this project. But let me say this. I am personally disappointed. I have to call out the people. I will look straight into the camera and then I will call out the people at Seine Bight for being so complacent. You get the sense? Because as they point out, there is this strong opposition to this project, but it continues to go unheard. The people, they continue to railroad, they continue to do what they do. But one of the reasons for that is the complacency of the people at Seine Bight. The reality is, Walata we only talk. I will look straight into the camera and then I will say that. We need to call out the people at Seine Bight.
Residents pledge that since their objections are being ignored, they will take their fight to the Supreme Court.
We have to believe that they are fully ahead with this project and undermining the legal process that's taking place. It is a matter before the court, and I called the attorney this morning, and I would have expected that he would have been here by now, but because he has some difficulty, that's the reason why he's not here, but he's still coming. So yes, the matter is in the court.
The only other avenue for us is to go to the court and get a judicial review of the process. To get a judicial review of the process, because the legal size of the land is not even conducive for a gas station. Where the tank is to the main road here, that tank should be 300 feet away from the main road, and 300 feet away from the property line where that concrete fence is. They have not met that. And Mr. Alegria and all the members of the Department of Environment knows this. That has been told to them.
Even though the project is continuing, we will not stop screaming on the top of our voice about this project and many other projects that are happening on our community in our community. And this is not only a Seine Bight or a Garifuna problem. This is a peninsula problem.
Reporting for 7 News, Daniel Ortiz.